In this tutorial, we're going to build a simple sketch from a primary image in VisiSketch Pro. To do this, the first thing we need to do is to load the primary image. This is done by going to the File menu and moving down to the option to load primary image. For purposes of this example, I'm going to use the Le Mans car 1 JPEG. And you can see we get a cute little car here that could serve as the basis of our sketch. Only because we can. We'll also load a background image, and for this a nice parchment type background might be a good one to play with, so we'll open that up too. Now, to prepare ourselves for doing our dot patterns, we need to recall our primary image, and we'll do this simply by clicking the Draw Primary Image button. To begin the dot pattern, pick a nice convenient spot on the perimeter of your main object. In this case, we'll choose the rear quarter panel here on this race car, and we'll click a dot. Notice that VisiSketch Pro places a nice little green dot where you clicked on the image, and this allows you to know where you've been, where you're headed. For this demonstration, we're just going to move along the rear quarter panel of the car, the perimeter of the rear fender, and up along toward the roof line, and we'll follow along on the roof. You'll notice that I'm placing these dots at about a quarter of an inch distance apart or so. Each dot represents a separate bitmap, which will be then converted to a separate frame in the final output AVI. So if I make 20 or 30 dots across the roof line of the car, then that means there will be 20 or 30 frames in the AVI, and at 30 frames a second, it will take VisiSketch Pro approximately a second in the final output drawing to draw the roof line of the car. So we'll move along here now till we reach the front fender, and we'll drop down here along the wind scoop, and we'll stop there for a second. At this point, just to see our progress, we'll clear the image and then draw the lines. That's the outline that we've drawn by VisiSketch, connecting the dots with a single width black line. If you'd like to see what that looks like from an animation, we can always go to the Actions menu and pull down the Play Outline Drawing, and this will show you the order in which VisiSketch will draw those dots in the final animation. To continue on, well, we'll redraw our primary image, we'll redraw the lines, and redraw all the dots. Now we're going to draw somewhere else on the car rather than continuing with this pattern. So what we'll do is choose a new dot group, and we'll go up here and perhaps outline the windshield. Start by clicking the first dot, and then again at about a quarter of an inch pattern, we'll just trace around the entire windshield of the car, and this will allow the system, the program, to know where we intend for it to draw next and what pattern to draw. Notice that I'll bring this down and pretty come close to overlaying the last dot on top of the first one. That will close the loop around the windshield, and if we clear the image and draw the lines, we'll see that we now have the outline of the car chassis along with, or a frame rather, I guess the entire body, along with the outline of the windshield. Again, if you'd like to see how VisiSketch will animate that, it will draw the outline of the car frame or body first, and then follow that by the outline of the windshield. To go back, we can now redraw all the lines and redraw all the dots, and we're now in a position that by choosing a new dot group, we can go somewhere else and continue on with our drawing. Suppose we go back to the rear quarter panel and we draw the wheel well around here like so, and continue on down along the lower splash plate and up over this wheel well in the front and down to the windscreen, and let's go along the bottom of it, and that'll pretty much complete the crude outline of the whole car body. Again, to clear and draw the lines, you can see where we've gotten to this point.